Lately I've been playing The Friends of Ringo Ishikawa. It came out on PC and Switch I don't know, like 2 days ago? I was really looking forward to it. I snapped it up on Switch as soon as it was available because the premise really interests me. Set in Japan during what I'm assuming to be the late 1980s, you play as a delinquent Ringo Ishikawa in his senior year of high school. He and his friends are known as Yankee, which is a Japanese gang subculture popular during the time the game is set, characterized by crude behavior and language, smoking, fighting, and sitting like they're taking a dump. The main thing that made me want to play this is the sense of atmosphere I got from the trailer. The music and general mannerisms of the characters gave off the kind of existential, almost apathetic kind of angst I get from Yankee manga like Blue Spring, Crow's Worst, Roku Denashi Blues, and even Great Teacher Onizuka to an extent. It's the kind of atmosphere that's hard to explain if you've never experienced it, but I feel like most people could easily relate to the vibe those kinds of works give off. And luckily the atmosphere is exactly what I wanted, mostly due to the characters and type of gameplay it goes for. Obviously, you play as Ringo Ishikawa, accompanied by his friends Ken, Masaru, Goro, and Shiro. Since I haven't gotten too far into the game yet, I haven't really seen the full extent of their characters, but I'm really enjoying what I've seen so far. They're exactly the kind of characters I expect in this kind of setting. Basically, imagine if everyone was some variation of Yusuke or Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho. Their conversations are pretty neat, and so are the ones between Ringo and other Yankee in town. One of my favorite aspects is how the B button makes Ringo light up a cigarette, and there was this cool moment where a member of another gang lit it for me. I don't know why or how I did that, but I just think that's really cool. I liked it. Thanks to this setup of characters and setting rather than story, there isn't really much in the way of narrative or goals, but I mean, that kind of works for the game it is. Think of it like an updated take on River City Ransom, which actually was based on Yankee subculture before being Americanized on the NES. It's an open world beat 'em up with some RPG elements where you can do quite a few things if you can find them. The most common thing you'll be doing is beating people up with punches and kicks and some throws. I'm not the biggest beat 'em up fan, so I don't really have much of an opinion on how the fighting is, but the hits do have a nice feel to them with the sound effects and enemy reactions. Honestly, the whole game just looks really cool. I've only got one technique to use at the moment. It's kind of over-the-shoulder throw, so I'm looking for ways to unlock more soon. I know there are some, I just need to find them. You and your 4 recruitable friends have HP that regenerates outside of combat, but if you run out, you're taken back home and lose the rest of the day. Which is kind of a problem, because you kind of need the rest of the day, since you've also got to keep up with studying and bring up your abysmal grades, earn money at a part-time job, and just do whatever else you find. Like electronic poker at a bar that will actually sell you beer despite being a minor. Oh right, you also need to buy food because there's a hunger mechanic. If you stay at starve for too long, that will also end your day early, so make sure to find a job, you bum. And that's pretty much it. Aside from the character events with your friends, you're free to spend each in-game day however you'd like. Go to school, wander around, find whatever, pick fights, and probably plenty of other stuff I've yet to find. I know there's a ping pong table. I haven't gotten enough money for it yet, but I'm working towards that. I do have some issues with it, like the lack of a map screen. I get lost very easily in games like this. I just have no idea where to go. Also, the jump is mapped to hitting A and B at the same time, which I don't know why it couldn't have been mapped to like the Y button or something. I don't know, I just think that would have been better than mapping it to A and B. I don't get it. Aside from those little things, I'm really enjoying the game so far, and I'm definitely gonna keep playing it. It's just $15 on Steam or Switch, so I say check it out if you're into the kind of atmosphere and works like this, or if you just like River City Ransom.